When every verse is a brick, shit disperses your click. Thick with merchants of flicks, spit the burner for this. Pick murder under the bridge and plunder the winnings. Serpents search for sins, wonder where the misgivings found their beginnings. I was hurting and I cried a lot, certain I would die and flop, turning down the mic to jot and burn it when my time would drop. I felt the hate, felt the welts, gave myself a couple years. If I gave a fuck, you could tell that it was worth a couple tears and a beer that I'd really rather turn down. Pull the work down, no, I'm feeling birched now. You about to hear some church sounds. I was grounded by my old demeanor, turning into what I hate. This kiss of death was overstated, and I'm certain that this fall will break. You call this a fall from grace? Shit, this is my ascension. Been repressing, unrelenting. I guess this is my confession. I'm not confident I know it all. We just know the open call is all we need. He believe and reap the bones of those we guard. We going past the passionate and passing spliffs and gifts, lifting up the homies when he hold me. Know I'm only lonely for the moment. This is golden. If the chalice runneth over, it was meant to be. If you got the love at hands, you just know the shit was sent for me. Respectfully. Ay, you may recall the renaissance of ambiance, not popping off, just vibes, life and dropping jaws. Demeanor of a failure where the jazz fusion constituted being a vet with the pen. Rap until the mic is muted. I like to ruin things that I don't ever pardon. If you were casted before me, I'd probably pardon your pardon. Recently, I've been at the top of my game though, and ain't no one telling me different. Shit's insane how my pain found a way to be a little more conducive to success. When I rest, I'm the best still. Taking out these bitches like it's Bastille. Talk about ruining some vets, yet I'm still a bit depressed. Though that might be my environment. Hoping only for inspired, man. Don't you know being lonely's the requirement? I'm tireless at my craft, so tell me, is it better to die? I'll wait for the crash, and I like to think I'm burning bright. Ignite the sights, it's worse at night. This curse of height just brings me strife. The yes man saying sure I'm right. I suppose it's time the curtains close. It hurts to show the real me sent me real, and now I really know the feeling of hitting the ceiling, peeling back the layers in. Now I'm scared of the view, stealing back the paper. Who you comparing me to? A little careless now, I've lost a sense of being. In my head I'm overflowing with emotions. Yes, I'm teeming with regret. It's with a bit too much time and overestimating value. Don't have a real job, but that's until you fret and get me how-tos. The dummy learns, I'm sure you've heard, and question that conclusion. If my bars were really hard, it's best they left me with contusions. I'm useless to be honest, that's us you forget, and accidentally give me props instead of guessing my jest. It's pretty high for the record, bet you probably could've guessed it, but fuck it, I need a moment. I'm not settling for second, I want first to last. I deserve this path, begging for a wedding and then hurting my cast. I'm really having a blast, as I'm sure you can tell. Getting smacked on the ass has left a permanent welt. Give me the belt, I deserve it. My purpose is I've earned it. The boy's burning, buddy's murking till the world stops turning. They're lurking, I can hear them chirping. Maybe that's just me. Actually, it's nothing, not a reason for it. Practically awesome. I feel so safe and content, just an apparition if I switch it, pacing with contempt. From my spot, from my place, from my body, from my skill. Couldn't hold it back with Molly or a jagged little pill. Nor a spliff, nor a line, nor an orchard in spring. Just a kiss, more time and moving forward and sing. I'm being tortured with dreams that die the slowest deaths. My neck and head are frozen, the most potent of tests. I can't look away, they took away my choice in the matter. There was a day when I'd say I'd be the voice of the battered, but I become the very thing that I sought to destroy. You know that, and there's some, so why you ought to employ me. You better pray you get left behind when I testify. Gonna rectify the blessed eyes, best disguise. Keep forgetting lies and pray you get away with murder. Lost your burner when they said it rise. Complain and claim your worker. Can never say for certain, but it's know your homies ain't exactly great to work with. You better pay the circus. They ain't on a moment's notice. I would hope you notice. Hopeless grown kids don't mix when they so pitched. Tryna tote licks, they ain't dope, bitch. Lost the vision for the shit was given. Toss us hidden, that's all in search of lost beginnings. I think we sought division, turn heads. This is not admitted. Trying to top the hit list, in too deep but they ain't flocked to listen. All that's left is bought misgivings, the plot thickens. Trying to get out before botched stitches and shots hitting. You say you fear God, I think what you fear is death. Lost a lot of love and you can sense what you nearing next. I don't need a life, I need a mention. I fear death less than life, rather live on in a sentence. Best left headless, I wanna leave a message. I want people to feel and fawn over a set list. I wanna be remembered, but death is coming first. I think if God has really lived the curse for something worse. Maybe I fear myself the most of all, invite the cost. Maybe I love myself the most of all, despite the faults. I think that fear triumphs on the end. Your last moments pleading as you fall to your abyss. And maybe it's then your vision's clearest of all. So do you have a fear of death, or do you have a fear of God? Fear of God.